Take a few breaths. So a couple weeks ago, we talked about the root chakra, first base chakra. It governs our stability and groundedness. And then we moved on to second chakra, our energy center. Kind of governs the ebb and flow of our emotions and our connectedness with other people. So today I wanted to focus a little bit on the Manipura, which is the third energy center. It's located just a little bit below, between the navel and the sternum or breastbone. Manipura is all about energy, and personal power, about transformation, self-esteem. So as you're sitting in here and settling in, you might want to set an intention for yourself that deals with that. Maybe something like, I am strong, I am powerful. I do what I set my mind to. If that feels like something you want to do tonight, please do so. And also just breathe. Deep, nourishing breaths. Maybe imagine the breath coming in and going down to that solar plexus, third energy center. The element that's associated with that chakra is fire, and the color is yellow. It governs your digestive system, your liver, spleen, gallbladder. Be aware of your breath coming in, going down into that energy center. Back up through your nose, on your lips. Try to soften your shoulders. Even though this is a pretty energetic chakra, it's also very possible for it to get overactivated. And so turning your attention to it being balanced is really important. about 10 or 11 more breaths here. Settling in, arriving at the practice. Take one more slow breath in. Another slow breath out. Slowly go down to the belly, but if you would like to turn on the playlist, you can do that now. And then come down onto your abdomen, really slowly, keeping that settling in feeling that you got during the breathing. Come down into, we're going to go into a crocodile, but you might want to take the blanket and roll it up gently. Place it down kind of around your navel center. Stack your hands at the top of your mat. Press your forehead down onto it, or you could put your cheek down. Just something that feels comfortable. And then continue to feel your breaths going into your belly. Feel your abdomen pressing down on the blanket or on the mat. Continue to be aware of these breaths. If you have your cheek, one cheek or the other on your hands, you may want to switch to the other side. Be here for about 10 more breaths. Five more breaths. Continue to feel that breath going into your belly, pushing down on the mat or the blanket. Very, very slowly, bring your hands to the side of your chest and push up into a baby cobra, activating your core around where your solar plexus is. Just for a couple breaths. When you feel ready to do so, push back into child's pose from here. You might want to use the blanket again between your thighs and your abdomen. Your thighs can be wide or they can be narrow, whatever feels comfortable and nourishing. And feel your back rise and fall with your breath, but also feel the breath going into your belly. Four more breaths here. After that last breath, very, very slowly rise up and come forward again. Come into a Sphinx pose. Move that blanket if you're using it. So come down onto your belly, forearms on the mat, hands spread wide, elbows below your shoulders. You can drop your head heavy if you want. Really balancing on your arms so you're not using too much muscle here. You can feel some kind of activation in your belly area. Feel like you'd like something a little bit more intense or some movement in your spine, you can lift up to CO by spreading your fingers out to the outside of your mats and straightening your elbows, getting a deeper back bend, maybe going up and down if that feels like something you want to do. We'll be here about 9 or 10 more breaths in whichever posture you're in, whether you're in CO or Sphinx, or alternating between the two of them. Attention to the next 2 or 3 breaths. Coming out of this pose, very mindfully and gently move yourself up into a tabletop. Just round your back as a counterpose to that back bend. And do whatever feels good here. Move your spine through some cat-cows. Move your hips. Through about 4 rounds, whatever you're doing. A little bit more time with this if you'd like, but eventually we're going to sit back and find your way to your back, whatever way feels best on your body. Get onto your back. Pull up your right knee, hug it in with your left leg long. Pulling your right leg into your chest. Moving around your ankle a little bit. You might want to move around your hip. Get some movement in that joint. Maybe make some circles on the ceiling with your knee. Eventually coming to some stillness with your right knee pulled in towards your chest. And then in one way or the other, grab onto your foot, coming into a half happy baby. So either the outside of your foot or hold your toe, bring your knee up towards your right armpit. You might even want to grab behind your thigh, whatever feels comfortable, to open up your hip. And try to settle into this without straining. Should feel really good. If you're feeling any kind of tension in your lower back, then you might want to bend your left leg up with the sole of your foot on the floor. Just to ease some tension there. About 4 more breaths here. And then lower your right leg down. Keep your legs long, just feel the results of this hip opener for a few breaths. And then when you're ready, we'll go to the other side. So when you feel ready to do so, you can draw your left knee in towards your chest. Roll your ankle. Maybe open up your hip a little bit. Some circles with your knee, whatever feels good. Here, be here for about 5 or 6 breaths. Whenever you feel ready, you can go into a half happy baby on the other side, on this side. Holding behind your thigh or on your shin if that feels good. Holding the outside of your foot or holding your toe. Drawing your knee up towards your left armpit. Might want to have some movement here or may want stillness. Whatever feels good, of course. Five or six more breaths here. When you feel ready to do so, you can lower your legs, extending them both long. Just feel the effect of that hip opener on that side. Take about 4 or 5 breaths. When you're done with those breaths, you're going to draw your knees in toward your chest and come into a spinal twist to the right. Just draw your knees in, hug them to your chest for as long as you want to, and then drop them down to the right, either together. You might want something between your knees. Be up towards your armpit, or your knees can be lower, whatever feels good. Maybe send your arms out to a T. You can have them in a cactus position. Maybe ground your left knee down with your hand. Feel the twist on the left side of your body. 2 more breaths here. And when you feel ready, come out of this twist, hugging your knees in again towards your chest, making whatever movements you want to make here, and then eventually twisting to the left. Just dropping your knees down when you feel you're ready to do that. Four or 5 more breaths in this twist. Another breath or so, and then eventually you're going to come back up to center. And very slowly find your position for the Yoga Nidra. As pretty as the music is, you may want to turn it off for the meditation. So you can really focus. Find a nice, comfortable position. If you're on your back, you might want to have something under your knees, so you don't have any tension in your back, lower back. Might want a little folded blanket under your head. Depending on the temperature where you are, you may want a blanket if you have air conditioning. It might be warm enough. Just let all of your muscle tension melt down towards your mat. Start down at your feet and your ankles and your legs. Make little adjustments wherever you feel like you want to make them. Check out your thighs and your hips. Move your arms a little bit if that will help you be more comfortable. Go your shoulders, maybe roll around your head a little bit. Just get in a position that you can stay still if possible. Quiet your breath. Focus on sounds that are outside of your house or your room. If you hear any birds chirping or cars or kids playing, just note those. Move on to the next sound. Bring the attention a little bit closer to you, so maybe you have some sounds in the room that you hear. Maybe a fan, maybe an air conditioner, maybe creaks on the floor. Be aware of those sounds. Notice any sensations or sounds that you have in your body, really bringing your attention internally. Just be aware of any kind of sensations you feel in your body or any kind of sounds you may hear. Really bring your attention into yourself. And then if you have an intention that you'd like to bring to mind, you can do that now. It could be an intention related to solar plexus chakra, or it can be an intention that you're working with, something that you want for your life. Bring that to mind. Say it to yourself 3 times. I'm going to start the rotation of consciousness through the body. Take the awareness to the body part that I mentioned. Notice any sensations that you have in that body part. Starting at the tip of the right thumb. Be aware of the tip of the right forefinger. Tip of the middle finger. Tip of the ring finger. Tip of the little finger. Be aware of the top of the right hand. Palm. The right wrist joint. The forearm. Elbow joint. Upper arm. Top of the right shoulder. Underarm. Right side of the chest. waist, right hip pointer, outside of the right hip, front of the right thigh, back of the thigh, the knee joint, right shin, calf, ankle joint, right heel, instep, ball of the right foot, big toe, second toe, third, fourth, fifth toe. Stay awakened with the practice. Take the awareness to the tip of the left hand, thumb, tip of the left forefinger, tip of the middle finger, tip of the ring finger, tip of the little finger, top of the left hand, left palm, left wrist joint, forearm, elbow, left upper arm, top of the shoulder, underarm, left side of the chest, side of the waist, left hip pointer, outside of the left hip, front of the thigh, back of the thigh, the knee joint, shin, calf, left ankle joint, heel, instep, ball of the left foot, left big toe, second toe, third, fourth, fifth toe. Staying with the practice, take the awareness to the top of the head, forehead, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, center between the eyebrows, right eye socket, left eye socket, right temple, left temple, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, bridge of the nose, tip of the nose, the upper lip, lower lip, right side of the jaw, left side of the jaw, chin, right collarbone, left collarbone, hollow between the collarbones, top of the chest, right side of the chest, left side of the chest. Be aware of the heart center. Be aware of the solar plexus energy center, the navel center, the lower abdomen, going to the back of the body. Be aware of the right buttocks, the left buttocks, the lower back, middle back, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade. Be aware of the whole back of the body. The whole back of the body. Take the awareness to both legs. Take the awareness to both arms. Be aware of the whole body on the mat. The whole body. Be aware of the whole body on the mat. Take the awareness to the breath. Feel the normal inhales and exhales of the breath. Now feel the inhale coming in the nostrils, down towards the solar plexus, filling the belly and the chest, towards the neck. And then exhale. Inhale, filling the belly, chest, and the neck. And exhale. Stay aware. Be aware of the breath. Inhaling, filling the belly, chest, up towards the neck, and then exhaling. Stay with the practice. Stay with the awareness of the breath. Continue with that practice. Begin by counting backwards from 30. Each inhale that fills the belly, chest, and the neck, count 30. Each exhale, count 30. Each inhale, 29. Exhale, 29. Continue to count backwards, filling the belly, the chest, up to the neck. If you lose count, start over again. No need to go to 0. No problem with starting over again. Just maintain the awareness and counting. Stay with the practice of awareness on the breath. Now letting go of the counting of the breath, take the awareness to just the exhales. Be aware of only the exhale of the breath. With each exhale, feel the body getting heavier and heavier. Feel the exhale pressing the body down to the mat. Having awareness of heaviness so much that you can hardly move the body. Feel the heaviness in the arms with each exhale. Heaviness in the legs with each exhale. And letting go of the awareness of the exhale, take the attention to the inhales. With each inhale, notice the body becoming lighter and lighter. Every inhale brings a feeling of lightness to the body. Feeling of lightness so much so that the arms can almost float off the floor. Notice the body feeling lighter and lighter. Come back to the awareness of the exhales. Feel the heaviness in the body. Every exhale brings a feeling of heaviness to the body. Body feels strong, heavy. And once again, back to the inhales and feel the lightness in the body. Stay aware of the inhales. Feel the lightness with each inhale. Now let go of the feeling of lightness and just return to the normal flow of the breath. Just focus on the inhales and exhale, normal rhythm of the breath. Not changing it. Just feeling the inhales and exhales. Now bring the awareness to the space behind your closed eyes, space where you visualize and imagine. Third eye area, mind space. Notice what you see there. Notice if it's darkness, if there are specks of light, if there are patterns. Just be aware of anything that you see in that space. Now bring the awareness down to the base of the spine. Be aware of the energy center at the root chakra, down at the very base of the spine. Taking the awareness to the base of the spine, visualize a red rose. A red rose. Be aware of a sensation of feeling stable and grounded and secure. And bring the awareness to the lower abdomen, where the second chakra, the second energy center, is located. Visualize an orange marigold. An orange marigold. Just at the lower abdomen. Be aware of a feeling of connectedness to the universe. Bring the awareness to the area just below the sternum, to the solar plexus area. Visualize a bright yellow sunflower. A bright yellow sunflower. Visualize a warm, flickering campfire. A warm, flickering campfire. Visualize a brilliant red, orange, yellow sunset. Red, orange, yellow sunset. Be aware of a feeling of strength and personal power. Have the awareness that you can accomplish anything you choose to do. Now, taking the awareness away from that mind space. Bring awareness back to the intention that you set at the beginning of the practice. Whatever that intention was, say it to yourself 3 times. And then come back to the awareness of the normal flow of the breath. Maybe deepening the breath just a little bit. And starting very, very gently to wake your body up. Make some small movements in your toes and fingers and your feet and hands. Being very gentle with yourself. And then very slowly, and when you're ready, turn yourself over onto your side. Take a few breaths on your side. When you feel ready, you can bring yourself to a seated position. Trying to keep your eyes closed so that you can continue waking very slowly. You might want to bring to mind the intention again that you had. Notice any kind of effect that the practice had on you. Bring your hands together in prayer at your heart center. Down your head in gratitude for the time you gave yourself. Thank you for being here. Namaste. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Wendy. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Thank you.
I'm glad you stayed with us, Juliana. Good to see everybody. Have a wonderful weekend.
Enjoy your weekend. Bye.
Bye-bye.